Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Golf Gossip. I'm one of your hosts, Shan Coughlin.
And I'm Jamie Catola.
And we're the real wives of golf professionals out there, here to talk to you, with you, about you, if you're one of the golfers, about all the news and stuff going on out there. Welcome back, Ms. Catola.
We took a hiatus.
We did.
Season was over, and I had a baby.
A beautiful baby girl.
We did. Her name is Caroline.
How's she doing?
She's doing good.
Sleeping through the night?
Oh, yeah. We started that about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, mine didn't sleep through the night till they were 3, but that's okay. Good for you.
I'll take it at 10 weeks.
There you go.
So, yeah, we're doing good. We got a little future LPGA star on our hands.
Has Dale already gotten her clubs?
Not yet. We did have a family friend get her a golf club with her initials in it. It's a little 9-iron with a little specialty grip from U.S. Kids. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
We've got time.
You do have a little time. She's not even walking yet, but
Nope.
as soon as she starts crawling, you can get her chasing golf balls,
That's
right?
right.
Around the house.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, you had a great suggestion. I loved it. Let's bring Golf Gossip back after one of the best gossip-ridden tournaments of the season,
Yes.
Waste Management.
That's right. I thought it would be a good way for us to get back. There's so much to talk about with this tournament.
And Super Bowl weekend and
Yeah.
all the festivities out there. There's a lot going on. One thing I think we should start with, though, is just congratulating Hideki for his win.
I mean, 4 playoff holes, they grinded it out.
They did. Unfortunately, Ricky bogeyed 17 twice.
Yes.
One to put himself in the playoffs and one to lose the tournament.
To get him out of it.
To get him out of it, yeah. So, can we talk about Ricky for a minute?
Sure. Oh, yes.
Yes.
It was the first thing I did. When I walked in, I was like, oh, my God.
We got to talk about Ricky.
Yes.
We do. Ricky, bless his heart, he has in the past been very fashion forward,
I'll give him that.
and he has taken some risks.
Sure.
I'm not so fond of this last one.
I mean, Puma, follows. Obviously, he probably has some say in what he wants to wear.
Yes.
And I'm sure he's had a big part in their line.
Yes,
And their collections.
sure.
And the kids love it. In fact, my husband, the whole time, he was like, look at all those kids in those Puma clothes. And they're expensive.
Yeah, I had to buy some. Thanks, Ricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's crazy how all these kids are just sporting his stuff. I mean, they market it very well. However,
Yeah, I'm not so much. Okay, so I have a 15-year-old and a 13-year-old home, as many of you, if you've kept up, know. So the 15-year-old was very into the monotone. So the all orange.
Monochromatic.
All blue with the white belt and the hat and the whole 9
Okay.
yards. The 13-year-old loves joggers, which I didn't realize until this weekend was now a golf staple.
well, I walked in and Shan's looking at pictures of joggers. And I'm like, oh, you're looking at the baseball pants. I thought he was wearing baseball pants. The first day, I thought he tight rolled his jeans like back in the 80s. Like we
Tight-rolled
all
skinny
did.
jeans, yeah.
And was wearing high tops. And I was like, this is awful.
Yeah, well, it's definitely an 80s throwback, right? Because that's coming out now. But it does look awful. And here's the key. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it looks so weird because he's actually tucking a shirt in and putting on a belt. Now, don't get me wrong. He definitely is working out. I mean, he can sort of pull it off. But here's the thing. You're not supposed to tuck anything into joggers. They're
Is
supposed
the
to be comfortable.
style for the kids.
Yeah, let me
They're supposed
refresh.
to sag.
Kids. Well, I hate that sagging thing, but yeah, they're supposed to sag a little bit, and they actually will pull the joggers up to mid calf.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so they're like scrunched
Thank God
between
I
the
have a
knee and the
girl.
calf. Oh, just wait, and then, but the high tops, I'm not loving it. Not loving it. And then they put the high socks with the all different like wacky colored socks in between. So as long as I told
It's like basketball court.
I told my 13-year-old, as long as I don't see any leather ones coming in, we're good.
See, I think with the joggers and the hat, the bill of the hat and everything, I feel like he looked like he was out to play baseball. I really did.
Well, Jason Day was even quoted as saying it looks good for a workout.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't think it's going to stick. You said at the merchandise show that you didn't see a lot of companies picking it up, right?
Well, and actually the Puma rep there that we spoke to said that they weren't even going to bring them to the show, the high tops now, not the joggers, but the high tops.
Oh.
And since he won in Kapalua, they decided to bring some, and a few were being sold. Because let's face it, a couple things are going on in golf, right? People are trying to bring out the younger kids. I mean,
Sure.
you've got the golf boards and you've got some of the new technologies out there. And there are so many apps now to do everything but swing the club for you. It's
Yes.
crazy. And if you prefer just simulated golf, it'll do that for you too.
Right.
But the clothing and the technology, I'm all for it if it's going to bring golfers out, but I guess we're going to show our age a little bit when we're like, I don't know about some of this fashion stuff.
I just can't imagine. And my husband could pull it off. He's really skinny.
Yeah.
But if I ever came home and he had those on, I'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you thinking?
First off, the high tops, I would just laugh at him.
Right.
And then I would just be like, what are these pants? I
don't
just
know.
can't imagine.
Yeah, skinny jeans. Yeah, that was a great. And
But
it
make
looks
sure he
like
has his Argyle sweater on with it. I mean,
the button-up one.
yeah,
that's the best.
It's got to go.
All right,
I
so
think
that's,
it's a really bad trend, and it's not here to stay.
Unless it will attract some young golfers, and then I'm like, okay, they can wear what they want.
They're not going to do it.
I think they will.
I don't see the younger ones even thinking they can pull it off.
Depends on how much they cost. If the parents will actually.
Oh, they're
buy
not
them.
going to be cheap.
No. Well, joggers
Unless you
aren't
go
bad.
to Old Navy. I saw it today on the Today Show. You can get men's khaki joggers at Old Navy for like, I don't know, $20. So you can go that route.
Yeah, I would be like Ricky that way instead of the old school. Let me tell you, the shorts and shirt outfit before cost me $120 at least.
It's for millennials.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on. That's a good, so Ricky, I thought was going to win.
I thought he had it. I really did.
And then Matsuyama just hung around and hung around and hung around.
It's like that, just got in the zone.
Yeah, something.
It's like I birdied to make it to the playoff. He wasn't letting go.
I'm going to change the subject for just a quick second. Did you enjoy seeing Phil play well on the third day? I did.
I always enjoy seeing Phil play
Well, yeah, but he's kind of an So the fact that he
When
made a
he's-
run on the
when
third
he
day,
is
I thought was
making
good.
Putts.
Yep.
He is so much fun to watch. He can. When his putter is working for him,
Right.
forget it.
Right.
Like he's gonna make everything, and it's so much fun to watch.
It really is. Okay, but we need to move along because that's editorial, not gossip, and we've got some juicy stuff.
Well, first let's wrap up our Ricky Fowler, and I'm kind of a hater on Ricky Fowler. You picked him last year.
Yep.
And I want to know, Shannon and I, this is what we're going to do
Oh, that's
this
right.
year.
That's right.
We're
Okay.
going to pick how many times
I'm writing it down.
Ricky chokes.
He can't choke in the players. I've picked him to win the players.
Okay, well, that's just one less tournament. So I'm going to go out there, and I'm going to say he is not going to finish, whether he's co-leader.
Uh-huh.
So the parameters will be he has to be
Co-leader?
Co-leader, right?
Going into Sunday or Saturday? I think
It's going to be
Saturday.
a Sunday finish.
Okay. Co-leader on if he's in the top 3 on Sunday.
Right.
If he's in top 3
Okay.
Sunday, let's do it that way.
And he doesn't.
And how many
Win.
And he doesn't win. How many turns?
How many times is that going to happen?
I'll say 7.
Whoa.
Yep.
I wasn't going to go that high. I don't even know if he'll get in the top 3.
Well,
7
that's why I
times.
was like,
Oh, that's generous.
yeah, I'm going 7.
I'm going to go 3.
Okay. 3.
3 times he's going
7.
to choke.
Lucky 7. I don't know. I've got CR7 on the brain. I've watched a lot of soccer this weekend. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going with 3, and Shan is going with 7.
Yep. Because I think he's playing well enough to get there, but the choke factor is obviously there, so I'm okay with that.
That's a lot. 7 top 3 finishes.
Hey, speaking of choke, I saw a panel or not a panel, but I saw a Q&A session with, oh my gosh, I just forgot his name. Jeff, help me out. Who was at the ING?
Johnny Miller.
Johnny Miller, thank you.
Oh.
I just had a brain freeze there. But I did not realize, or at least he gives himself the credit for, and I don't have any reason to doubt that, but he was the first person to ever use the word choke for a golf tournament.
Oh, yeah, right.
He did.
I'm the biggest anti-Johnny Miller, you should hear me at home. I should really just tape the show in my living room when I'm sitting there, because everything Johnny Miller says, I have something nasty to say.
Yeah,
right
but he was
after.
kind of funny in person. I have to say, I'm the same way listening to him
Of course, he was
commentate.
getting paid a lot of money.
Well, I don't think he was getting paid a lot of money, but he was really funny. And I thought he was funny, or in person than he is.
Let's
doing
not talk about
commentary.
Johnny Miller in this show anymore.
Well, you said choke, so it reminded me of a Johnny Miller story.
I'd like to choke Johnny Miller. So anyway, that's where we're at. With
Nobody sue us for that. We're just, 2 girls having some fun on the radio, internet radio. So, all right. So what's next
so the
on our
waste
list?
management. Okay, so
Yeah.
here's a couple of things. I came in and I was like, what do you think of this tournament? You know,
I love the tournament.
the
I want to go
noise
next year.
So first thing, yeah, you said to
wanna
me,
go.
we got to go.
We have to go.
And I was like, well, I'm like, that noise. And then I initially said to her, I said, 204,000 people, not a good time for me.
We're 204,000 people on the 16th hole.
A golf course can only hold so many people.
Well, I know, but I
And
just
on a
want to
Sat-
go to
I
the
mean,
16th hole and see what that atmosphere
Right,
is like.
you'd have to get there like 4 hours before the gates even like open.
We're media. We can go down front.
Right.
I just want to go so we can see. I just want to see what that's really like, because let's just
I
face it.
know.
Like, if you're Bubba Watson and you hit it 50 feet from or 50 yards from the hole or whatever he was, like I mean, when he's walking up, are people booing? Like, I want to hear that.
It was
I think
like
they
pretty
would be.
intense.
I mean, are they like throwing beverages? I mean, it's
At
like
one point, I thought I saw stuff getting thrown.
yeah. I mean, and here's the thing. This is a
They weren't
tournament-
recycling.
No, they weren't. I don't like that.
People throwing.
Oh, that's true. But waste management. I'm sure they had recycle bins out there. But this is one of
did.
those tournaments that people do say, and you don't hear this about a golf tournament a lot. They say, I want to go to that one. Like,
Right.
I want to go to that one.
Right.
I mean, Augusta. I mean, the Heritage is one of those that's a big social
Yeah.
event. We talked about that. So what is it that makes a tournament
So
one
much
of those
fun.
that where you actually say, I got to go? And this is one of those, and it's because of a non-golf atmosphere. It's fun. It gives that persona of being
Yeah.
super fun and something almost taboo, right? It's loud in a golf tournament.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be that way. And look at the coverage they got.
Mm-hmm.
200. What was the number? 618. Wait, how many people went to it? 608,000 or something like
Yeah.
that.
A lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. That's the wrong number. And Tiger wasn't even
Yeah.
there. So this whole like.
And that's the first time I've heard Tiger's name mentioned.
And that was the thing.
Yeah.
Tiger wasn't there in those numbers. So people were saying golf is dead. It's not dead.
Yeah.
So
Except that they did say that one of the first times that the 16th hole was really highlighted was when he made his hole in one on 16, 2000 and was it 14?
I don't know.
And it just exploded, and it got a lot
So
of.
the question is, I want to know. Okay, so we already said what makes a good golf
Yeah.
tournament. So their whole thing is that whole the heckling, and even the announcers were like, it's one day or it's one hole in one tournament throughout the whole year.
Right. I'm saying we need more.
I think so too. We had talked about the Masters, okay, the hype with it, and what makes it so great. First off, the not being able to get tickets.
Right. It's so hard to get tickets, and yes, it's a great and the venue is obviously fantastic, but there's also a lot of other traditions and what people talk about that are non-golf related. I mean, the sandwiches. We know more about an egg salad sandwich from Augusta than we
Right.
know about most restaurant food that should be publicized.
There's a baby book, and it's everything you need to know about the Masters A to Z, from like egg salad to I don't remember how the rest
The
of the
pimento
tournament goes.
cheese. Yeah, but there's an app about how to eat your way around Augusta.
I know, I saw it.
I mean,
It's
that's
kind
crazy.
of gross, but
But here's the thing: it's non-player related, and technically non-golf course related. Because as you were saying, I mean, Augusta is in a different league, but most of these
Yeah.
courses, you're not going to go there and say, "Oh, it was in bad shape." I mean,
right,
save
you're all gonna be like, it's an amazing
right.
golf course. That's
save
why they
one or
have these
two
events there.
last year. We save one or two.
Yeah, we talked about
But-
someone that
But
how bad they looked,
but yeah, otherwise, there's these other elements that they're bringing in now. They're making going to a golf tournament fun, and that's what they need, because people are no longer just going to sit around and golf clap. I mean, that's why they call it a golf clap. I mean, they'd rather watch it from their house then.
I feel like in some of the majors, I've been to the U.S. Open, I've been to the PGA Championship. Those are serious golf tournaments.
Right.
They're
might not get
a
away
little
with it
dry,
there.
but you're seeing like really amazing. Like,
Right.
You're getting to see them play at their best. I
Right.
feel like. So that's a different thing. So
Some of these other tournaments,
I feel like
you
a
know?
lot of it is just like when it's a little bit more relaxed
Yeah.
is what makes it really good. Like the Heritage, and we had talked about this 2 years ago on our show,
Mm-hmm.
how the Heritage is like the coming out of the South here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Every woman is like to the nines
Mm-hmm.
dressed, and you're just there hanging out, and they got amazing tents, and the golf course is awesome. It's in Hilton Head. Hello.
Yeah. Most of the players bring their families.
Yeah, and it's so laid back, and
Yes.
it's so much fun. It's just the social event of the season. And then, the TPC, which is going to be happening in May, I think because you have 17, you have the island green, and that's another thing, kind of like the waste management. So it's like, oh, let's see if they land it, what they end
Right.
up getting.
Yeah.
You know, my husband's played that course, I think 3 times, and he can say, you know, what he had. Every
He can
time
probably
played
remember
it.
what he
Well,
hit, what
plays
golf ball
yeah.
he hit.
But you know, it's
how
like,
far
oh,
it
what'd
was,
you do?
yeah.
And it's like, oh, I had like par, birdie, or like every time I played, oh, I know what I hit, you know. So
Okay.
that's another one of those.
I agree. So so I think this year, as we're watching the tournaments, we need to identify some of the good and not good aspects of the tournaments and what can make them more
absolutely.
popular. Because let's face it, golf is fun. Dang it.
I think there's a couple others. I think the Byron Nelson is probably a pretty good time. Those Texans really know
Yeah.
how to throw a party.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
That's right. And I think, is it the Colonial in D.C.?
big.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty
All
big.
right, we'll keep an eye out.
Yep.
All right. So I think we should get to our Man Crush Monday because this was pretty fun news. And I know we're going to talk about, other networks and other stuff, but David Faraday, you just have to like him. And I'm so
like,
glad.
I have a little bit of a crush real crush on him.
He's the funniest man I think I've ever heard.
He was really funny this weekend.
Yeah. He is. He's just really funny. And he does a great job at what he does. And, he's now changed networks.
He said something like, nothing moved but his eyelashes. And it was like, I had to ask my husband what that meant. And he's like, because he was so focused. Like, But so he went from CBS after 19 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they said he wanted a booth job, but Nick Faldo wasn't giving that up.
No.
And I think his agents wanted more money.
Okay. Yeah, you never
So-
know who it is, right?
You never
The
know,
agent. We can
so-
blame whomever we want, but you never know who it is.
Yeah, I mean,
We
after
all want more
19
money.
years, you don't like all of a sudden be like, I want my money now.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure there was a little bit more stuff. So he's with NBC, and they got a lot of good tournaments. So he was great.
He's hysterical.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to put up with Johnny Miller. So
Hey,
You know.
man, that's definitely a reason you can watch now.
I know.
There you go. You said you weren't bringing him up, and you just had to. So
I
that's our Man
know.
Crush
It
Monday.
was-
We love you, David Faraday.
we do.
We will watch you on NBC. Okay. Man Up Monday, we actually have 2. Oh, my gosh.
2. We had to.
Wait,
One is golf related and one is non-golf related.
let's do golf first since that's the show. Bubba Watson, my gosh, can you please quit whining? You have an $875,000 watch, for God's sakes. You've made millions of dollars, or at least over $1 million at this tournament, and you really said that the only reason you played was because your sponsors wanted you to? Really? Man up. You play one of the greatest games in the world. You're halfway decent at it when you can keep your head on straight.
Yeah.
You make millions of dollars, and you whine. I just want to. If you were my son, I told Sam. Remember how we do like what will Sam do?
What would Sam do? We
I
need
said
to bring
I
that
would
back.
so backslap you,
Yeah, absolutely.
Mrs. Watson. I'm sorry, but yeah, your son needs to be hit on the head.
I think it's ridiculous. So many people would kill to be at their level and playing, and
Yes.
you should just, and they need to reflect like what it was like when they weren't at that level. And it's like, why are you being this way?
And people have said, the world doesn't revolve around you. You've got to realize, and I understand there's got to be some level of that self-absorption to be able to practice and put in the time like
Sure.
they do and be as good as they are. Let's face it, all people who are that good at one thing are a little bit mad, mad in the head. But I mean, have a little respect. I mean, if second of all, if I was his sponsor, I wouldn't like that comment very much.
No, I'd be really ticked off. I'd be like, oh, you don't like us? We don't like you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, more booing on the 16th for Bubba Watson, but my goodness,
right.
yeah, you're going to complain because you get to play a game for a living, you make millions of dollars, and you're going to whine.
It doesn't
Man
suck.
up.
So, and another kid whining.
Who has no reason to
No
whine.
reason to whine is Cam Newton. So
we
he's
have
our
to do-
other man up.
So non-golf set, because it was Super Bowl weekend
Yeah.
yesterday.
It was
or
a
Super
little
Bowl last night.
ridiculous. And
To walk out in a press conference, you lose 2 games all year, one's the Super Bowl. I mean, hello. A lot of players play their entire careers, never even get to go to the Super Bowl. A lot of
Yeah.
really good players.
Yeah.
And you're going to walk out on a press conference because someone is talking while you're answering the question. Well, I think is also disrespectful, but you're supposed to be the professional.
Deion Sanders said it. He's a brand, and you're not representing your brand. Kids look up to you, and you are doing a very poor job of it. So
I don't even, and the kids, I shouldn't say I don't care about the kids, but it's not even, that's one reason. But the second one is you're a grown up. I mean, supposedly.
Well,
you're
he's 26.
Yeah. You're supposed to, it comes with the job. Here, and this is the other thing. When people tell me, well, they don't do a very good job because they don't make very much money. I'm like, wait a minute. They accepted the job. They accepted the terms. They accepted the amount of money they'd be making.
Yeah.
So yes, they need to do a good job. Same with Cam. He accepted the job. He knew the terms and conditions. You're supposed to sit through a press conference when you lose. You have to do it. You're a grown up. I mean, no wonder they all have kids everywhere. I mean, it's crazy.
It's
they have
terrible.
no sense of responsibility whatsoever. It drives me insane.
Man
Sorry.
up.
Man up, Cam.
So,
And I even really like you because I'm a Panthers fan.
I know you are a Panthers
I'm
fan.
a huge Panthers fan. Hey, and way to go, Josh Norman. He was awesome.
Hey, we're going to throw it back to the Coastal Carolina guys, the
Yeah.
local guys here. And
Josh Norman and the running back. Michael Tolbert did very well. So we're very proud of you. Thanks for being cool out there and doing a good job.
Good role models there.
Yes, they are.
So, real quick on Super Bowl, the commercials weren't very good. We thought the commercials during the
Waste
waste
management.
management were way better. So, this one
Zurich.
commercial really cracked me up, and I had to talk about it. And I said to Shan, "Did you see the Zurich commercials with the golf love test?"
Yeah, the lie detector.
Right. If you haven't seen it, so basically they take golfers and they put them in a lie detector test and they ask them how much they love golf and they compare it to a bunch of stuff. Well,
The funniest one.
you can go on Zurich and you can Google it, and each commercial is probably each segment's about 2 or 3 minutes,
Yeah.
but they took they asked everyone the same questions, and one was about cooking.
Yeah. Do you love golf more than you love your wife's cooking?
Yeah. Well, they had Ricky Fowler, and obviously they said his mother, and he said it depends on what she's
cooking.
making. And then they had Jamie Donaldson, and he right away said, "I love golf more than I love my wife's cooking." Didn't even hesitate. And then you get to Ben Crane. They had to ask him three times the question: "Do you love your wife's cooking more than golf?" Yes. "Do you love your wife's cooking?"
Do you want to say that again?
And then he's like, "No."
No. So Dale Catola would say?
Dale Catola, and I always kid with him, the list, first thing in his life is golf.
Yep.
And second would maybe be me, but now we're thinking it's
Caroline.
definitely Caroline.
It's Caroline.
And I'm hoping there isn't anything in between that, but golf is I'm always like, it's golf. Then it might be our marriage. Then it's cooking. Then it might be me. Like, I'm always.
Hey, that's what we get from marrying golf professionals because we are the real wives of golf professionals.
That's
Last
right.
but not least, we are going to do the pro you don't know. Mr. Mark Wilson was in the tournament this weekend. He is a graduate of the University of North Carolina with a math degree. I had to give a shout out. I also have a math degree. He is from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. And so
Don't you know?
Check him out. He's had a pretty decent 2016 so far. There haven't been many events yet, but he's 148th on the FedEx Cup right now. Scoring average of 71. Official world ranking 390th. So check him out. Again, pro you don't know because
Mark Wilson.
lots of people are trying to get there, and these guys make it, and we want to make sure you
That's right.
know about them.
Yep, that's our job.
All right. So, Jamie, we're done. This has been great.
And we're
Welcome
back.
back. We are back. We'll be getting more gossip, hopefully.
Please write in. Let us know what
Yeah.
you want to hear. If there's something, if you want to talk about your tournament that you like to go in your area, let us know
Yeah.
what makes it special.
We'll
We're
be
gonna
looking for 'em.
discussing that all season.
All right. Good job.
Yeah.
All
fun.
right. We'll see you next time. This edition of Golf Gossip has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Digital Network for thegolfdirector.com. Don't forget, all of our TGD programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. So to catch up on a show you might have missed, click on the TGD Radio and TGD TV tabs on the menu at thegolfdirector.com. We're now available on over 1 billion devices at iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, Periscope, Catch Me, and the Myrtle Beach Golf app. So lots of places you can find us. I'm one of your hosts, Shan Coughlin.
And I'm Jamie Catola.
We want to thank Jeff behind the glass as well. We thank you especially for tuning in, and there's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere.